Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. I'm going to keep it short because this is your weekly affirmation message. All right, we had a little interruption in the cycle, but we are back. It was the spirits, it really was. Yes, no worries, no worries. But we are back as of now. We flow with the flow. All right, so let's find out what's coming up this week. All right, ancestors, bless these cards. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Creator, for blessing us. May we live in the grace of God at all times. Long live God. All right, fantastic. What's the challenge this week? The challenge this week is this. Bursting free of your limiting beliefs. Well, that sounds like good news and bad news to me. Okay, not really bad news necessarily, but it's definitely good news because even though we might have some limiting beliefs, the suggestion is that we go ahead and burst free and don't be limited by that. Free your mind. All right, fantastic. So that's good news because they look like there's going to be a solution to whatever these limiting beliefs might be. Okay, so now what do we have to bring to this challenge? Excuse me, to sail through with flying colors, with ease and grace, with style and flair. What do we need to bring to this challenge? Bring this. Hey, listen, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about what things appear to be. Do you feel me? Don't worry about it. The spirits have your back. These are facts. Let's check these facts out. See the human and then the spirit, right? The human is leaning on the spirit. The spirit is made of light. The human is dense and heavy, but yet the spirit is still stronger. So you feel me? You feel me? Literally having your back. Literally. Okay, and then why? What do you bring to it? This is what you need to remember. You have an abundant future to look forward to. You're giving birth to tomorrow. You are a very important parent of the future. Literally giving birth to the future based on bursting free of your limiting beliefs. I get the sensation that those of us who are the children of God, who are employed with God actively, this is going to be part of what you do in the future. Help people burst free of their limiting beliefs, but you go first. You go first. Okay? Oh, that's good. You go first. Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy. All right, fantastic. Break it on down. Okay, so this is about emotional control. Control of your emotional energy, as well as making careful emotional decisions from a very controlled space. Being able to wield your steam expertly. Let us go on. Ah, High Priestess. And the Devil. Well, guess who's stopping by this week? Yeah. Our favorite visitor. Right. Yeah, so you're going to be up on this fool. All right? You're going to already peep the game with this fool. Look like here. And your thing is to stand in your authority quietly, though. Quietly, because the High Priestess. Shh. Don't tell the devil you're on to him. Shh. Just be on to him. Do you feel me? Because this fool, I suspect, is coming to interrupt this birth of the future business. You know what that reminds me of? Side note, that reminds me of Revelations. They said something about a dragon. There was a lot of characters in that book. But they said there was a dragon who was going to try to stop the pregnant woman from giving birth. And I forget what all the surrounding details were besides, Armageddon and everything. But I do remember that there was like, God came in the story, naturally. And and did away with this dragon. Something happened with the dragon. I think his tail might have took out the third of the stars or some such thing like that. Please, Christians, please forgive me if I'm mangling this story up too much, but there was a dragon and a lady, and she was pregnant, and she was on the good team. Okay, and the dragon was trying to get her. And that's the sensation that I get here. Okay, with the birth of the future and abundance. And then here come this devil. And see, limiting beliefs, right? So the devil is gonna, I get the sensation that the devil, in whatever form this motherfucker may appear right now, it seems like energy to me. Seems like energy, especially when they're like, control your emotions, get with your intuition, be quiet, you know what I'm saying? So that, and then burst free of your limiting beliefs. So this makes me feel like this is possibly inner shadows. Something may be triggering the inner shadows, some appearances this week. And you are to control your perceptions and surrender the rest. Do you feel me? Do not react. Do not, I mean, you can respond, obviously, but do not react. Because remember, you have an abundant future. Nothing is a threat to that. Nothing is a threat to that. Like, you're the only threat to that. That's why I'm saying it sounds like inner shadows, not a real threat, in terms of physical imminent threat. And so you need to make a decision, because this is the possession card. Okay, because there's a devil loose, right? So it doesn't need to be embodied necessarily in order to be destructive. So I get the sensation that the abundance that's coming, giving birth to tomorrow, you're probably giving birth to your ultimate purpose, meaning, you're on God's business. And here's the possession card. So you see what I'm saying? It's like the devil trying to crawl up in you and take over, so that he can steer away. See, because your abundance, here's the thing. Your abundant future is the abundant future of all of the children of God who's due for blessings. You feel me? So that, my point is, and that goes for everyone, right? Everybody's purpose is supportive of everybody else's purpose, and all of that is supportive of the Creator's ultimate plans, right? So obviously the devil would like for that to not happen, because that's the end of his reign. You see what I'm saying? That's the end of his reign. You about to give birth to the end of the devil's reign. The new shit. Okay? So you have to make sure that where it's necessary to plug into spiritual, allegiances, you have to make sure that you're clicked up with your group, clicked up with your ancestors properly, and inhabited fully by yourself and God. You got to be fully inhabited by yourself and God. Do you feel me? Guided by your ancestors. You feel me? And that way there's no room for the devil. You see what I'm saying? There's no room. Okay? Because the devil needs you to be out of control emotionally. The devil needs you to open your mind up to his alternative facts. Do you feel me? In order to steer you away from this birth and abundance. All right, let's go further. So the battle is internal, look like here. Go on. Yes, I know. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, okay. Exactly. Beautiful. Listen, you are going to sail past this challenge. Okay, but you're going to see it. You're going to see this fool right here, the devil. You're going to see him thrashing around on the side, maybe calling you some names, energetically, trying to get in your head, and scare you. Like, yeah, what about the storm? There's a storm coming. What if a storm happens? You know how scary it is to be out here on the ocean like this, Right. And you ought to chill. You ought to remain chilling. And it says here, be firm in our beliefs. Boundary line. Mm-hmm. You shall not pass is you talking to the devil. Hello? Right. High priestess, firm in our beliefs. Do you feel me? And that will help you keep your emotions under control. He coming over to poke at you, okay, energetically. And you're going to sail through because you have the mercy and grace of safe passage. You see what I'm saying? So really the challenge this week is for you to, it feels like the major challenge is not this guy. It's not him. It's not him. The major challenge is you this week. Is you letting yourself have the privilege of being yourself. Ooh. Woo. Yeah. Yes. That's what I'm feeling. It's a privilege to be you. It certainly is. It's a privilege to be you, and you have to deal with that. Listen. Shout out to white people. It's like white guilt. Holler if you understand white guilt. Holler at me. All right, down below. All right, because we all family here. You feel me? And we're all resolving all of the karmic, generational curses and breaking cycles, and you know what I mean. So, I mean, we really would have our shit together pretty good if we corrected this whole thing between black people and white people. I have to say, I think God would be proud of the humans on that one, And I don't mean generically, like, oh, I'm going to pretend to, be tolerant and understanding. No, I mean real understanding, real connection, okay? And real resolution of karma. You feel me? Come on now. If you want to be clean of your karma, shout me out down below. Give me a like. You feel me? I mean, let me know. I mean, this is energy you're spending. When you put energy into my channel, that's a real thing, y'all. Matter of fact, you should make a wish. You should make a wish. You should make a affirmation when you like, share, or comment. You should make an affirmation. Let it be energy. That we could build this abundant future together. This our world. We got to live in it. You feel me? Boom. Back to the reading. Okay, so I get a sensation that this is you having to let yourself be blessed. Let yourself be blessed. All right? Because this could come in the form of, the devil could come in the form of people who feel left behind. Yeah. Yes. That's one of the forms it could come in. People standing on the shore while you're sailing on some bon voyage shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're freaking out on the side like, oh, you ain't shit. You just cold left us. Bop, 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 bop. How you gonna sail away? What about us? You know what I'm saying? And really, they just mad because they didn't do their homework. Hello? You're graduating and they get left back. There's nothing you could do about that. You dig it? Now, you don't have to wave enthusiastically and shit and rub it in. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we see you, suckers. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that, but it looks like as you're sailing on by gracefully, you're going to have a little crisis of conscience. And it's going to be based on you struggling to accept your value, struggling to accept your achievements, struggling to accept the fact that you are receiving divine grace and safe passage and other people are not. Do you feel me? You might feel bad for them, but it's just like what I used to say about the people in 9/11. Do you know if they stepped on the old lady's toe and didn't say sorry before you pour your whole heart out because they falling out of the building like confetti, what company did they work for? Did they ruin anybody's life? You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You better just fall back and let God handle it. You see what I'm saying? Right? Surrender to the superior power of the spirit. Do you feel me? Don't worry about it. If the Creator says you get the grace and mercy of safe passage, you should consider that to be expert. Consider that to be expert. If they did not receive the mercy and grace of safe passage, consider that to be expert. Do you feel me? Okay? Or maybe they're catching the next boat. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Lucky you got a seat on the boat. Lucky you got a seat. So I recommend that you spend your time being thankful for the grace that God has given you, okay? And forgive yourself for feeling sad for these people. Forgive yourself for not having been able to convince these people about God and about God's grace. You know, you didn't fail in anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how the children of God just want to save everybody. That's because you're God's child. Just like how God saves everybody, that's why that's your instinct. You want to save everybody because that's what your divine parent taught you how to do. That's how you do it. But now it's time to fall back right now. It's time to see to your own safety and safe passage. Amen. Let it happen. So this week we're going to let it happen. Allow your abundant future to manifest. You are on your way to your abundant future. Let it happen. All right. Listen, I hope that information helps somebody out there. I really do. For more deep ass readings, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to make a wish. All right. And stop by Amazon. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. Make sure we're always out here discriminating wisely. And I will see you again here soon, party people. Behind the black veil.